It's really cold. I was trying to warm up back there. It didn't really work very well. So let me take you back to 2012. An accident happened, really, and I want to emphasize this. This was an accident. I was randomly put into choir. And I remember that day in great detail. I remember being so disappointed. I had no idea. Being put into choir totally changed my life. Because I mean, I'm sure, like, especially with that intro, like, you're looking at me now like, what, choir? Why wouldn't you love that? Yeah, I love it now. Singing with people, it's an amazing feeling. It really is. Because that's a core part of who I am. I love talking to people. I love being around people. I love engaging with people. See, but I was a really different person in 6th grade. Yeah, this was 6th grade. And that was the class that changed me, and it changed the direction of my life because it inspired me. It inspired me to do music. Thanks to Miss Campbell. A little shout out to her. Yeah, that class inspired me. How is that possible? How can a teacher make somebody who took every chance, every single chance, to say, no, I don't want to do it. No, I don't want to do this. How did she get me to love music? How did she get me to want to dedicate my life to music? Honestly, to this day, I don't know. But see, there's only so much that inspiration can do. If you don't have the tools to pursue what inspiration is asking you to do, sometimes inspiration asks you to do a lot. If you don't have the tools, there's no way of getting there. Now for the tools, music theory, yeah, anytime I mention music theory to any student here, they just groan. And you know, I stop them. I say, music theory is a tool, that's all it is. It's just a tool. It's a tool to help you pursue music. Some of them just don't want to pursue music. It's not in the same way that I do. Music theory, it made me think about the world in a different way. Music theory helped me listen to songs differently. Because in that same time, my oldest brother, he was getting me into production. It's basically making all music, everything that you hear in a song, in a computer. And to me, that's just crazy. How can you make something that seems so human inside a machine? Seems a little bit contradictory. I was getting into production around the age of 13, 14, and that's all I did. I kind of put down my guitar for a little while, and I started producing. I started making music inside a computer. And during that time, I started learning a lot, because I think that that's the most important thing that you can do with your life. Just learn. That's all I say, just learn. And so I started gaining the tools that I needed to start producing my own work. I started getting the tools that I needed to make full songs that could be not only entertainment, not only beautiful, but that conveys useful ideas. Now a little bit more time passed by, and I started feeling a lot. Because that's what, I mean, being a teenager, there's so many firsts, so many. And dealing with those firsts, well, everybody has their own way, but I chose music. Because I know that there are other people that are feeling the same things that I'm feeling. Because we're all teenagers, we all go through similar things. Not exactly the same. Yeah, I can definitely vouch on that, but we're going through similar things. And being that I love people, I always want to help people in any way that I can. Of course, I don't want to overstep, but I want to help people. And music is one way of doing it, because music is medicine. Music can bring people together. There's that feeling of being at a concert with all these people. Everybody is there. Everybody is in the moment. Everybody's feeling every word, every sound. It heals. It brings togetherness. That's another feeling that is just out of this world. And we experience it every day. Sometimes we choose to reject that feeling. But you see, music to me, music is emotion. Many will agree with that. Music is a tool. And how we choose to use these tools that are all around us, like music theory, like math, that's what really counts. And Inspiration pushes us to use these tools. It's important to think about is how we use these tools. Now, I encourage everybody in this room to think about any time that you've been inspired. And I encourage you to chase those inspirations. Because I chased an inspiration, and it changed my life. It pointed me in the right direction. It told me where to go. It told me that you have this tool. You're given these tools in life. You're taught these things. And do something with it. The great words of Picasso. Don't just borrow. Don't just borrow from other artists. Steal it. That's what great artists do. That's what I do kind of now. Is I listen to all this music and I try and take it in, and then I try and create something amazing. But see, you can't just make something that's beautiful, because that's ephemeral. Emotions are ephemeral. If it inspires ephemeral emotions, it's not going to last very long. Isn't that what an artist wants to do? They want their work to span the ages. It's the fantasy. And see, the seed of permanence is the idea. When you make an idea beautiful, and when you make it palatable, and when you make it something that people want to listen to, something that people can't get enough of, that's when you really make art. When art inspires change, when it inspires people, when it changes people. That's real art to me. That's music. It's not only emotion, it's change. So don't just change people with art, change the world.